Well, it is a great time for the business right now. It's funny I get to chat with you now. I was actually at the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach about a month ago for AEW's Fighter Fest, which is where you and Nash and
Did they pack that place?
it was packed, man. I mean, it's not like you obviously know the venue. It's not a
That's about 8,000 seats, right?
yeah.
I mean,
They had a production
no, but
area.
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I'm sorry. No, in Daytona's a tough market. It's hard to get people to sit inside because they're right at the beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna be. I've been connected to Conrad, and and been at the Starcast events, and I'll be at the upcoming one in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's a good time to be. It's a good time to be in a wrestling business. Wrestling's thriving right now. The indie scene's hot. It's hot in Japan. Mexico's thriving. It's hot in the UK. I mean, I even saw a thing online. MVP's making an appearance in Romania somewhere.
Yeah.
Romanian Championship Wrestling. I went, what the heck? So I immediately followed that company.
Yeah.
I'll take a trip to Transylvania. You kidding me? Take my hot goth girlfriend and go to Transylvania.
You always had you had blood dripping on your tights. I mean, I always maybe kind of got a vampire vibe anyway. I think you'd be very
Well, at
big.
least you understood it. Some people didn't get it at first because after I left, then I had to change my whole gimmick, and I kind of liked, I always liked wearing cool wrestling gear. So I'm thinking, man, what am I going to change to? So to me, what's after the razor was the blood. So that's why I chose that.
Oh, wow. Well, I never knew that.
Well,
That's really cool.
yeah, well, that's why. And the thing is, too, it was really hard. We got really spoiled working for Vince because they have professional seamstresses there that whip up stuff that's incredible. And we go to WCW now. We're making good money, and we have the worst gear in wrestling, me and Kev, because we can't find anybody.
Yeah.
I can't wear that razor. I got a closet full of razor stuff. I can't wear that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So we even I think about this all the time when I go back and do shows for Vince, and I see these girls still working there. Me and Kev talked to Eric, and we had enough influence with Eric at that time, or guess just bitching and moaning, that it was like, man, we don't have any gear. What the fuck? And, oops. I mean, what the heck? And it was like, Eric said, offer those girls twice what they're making. So Terry and Julie, we offered the seamstresses for Vince twice what they were making.
What?
And they went, no. And literally, no, this is the truth. You can ask Kevin. And they went, no, it's okay. We're going to stay here. And which ended up being the right decision.
Wow. But I didn't know that you guys tried to poach Vince's
costume
designers.
Things were good. Well, you got to understand, WCW had never sold the building out before.
Yeah.
I mean, they were in such a funk back then, they didn't even run house shows. So they start getting things going, and, it was good times for all.
Wow. I will ask you, AEW is going to make their TNT debut. Chris Jericho is teasing two mystery partners. I mean, the outsiders on AEW on TNT, that, it does strike my interest. Is there any chance that could happen?
No, not a chance for me at all. I'm loyal to the WWE.
Okay.
I'm loyal to the WWE, and I'm still under contract with them.
Yeah.
I do signings and appearances that are connected to it, but I'm not associated with AEW. I wish those guys luck and all that. But they welcome me in the back and stuff. I go there as a wrestler to wrestler, but as far as any kind of professional relationship, I'm loyal to the WWE.
Cool. All right. Well, I know you're short on time, Scott.
But to me, you want my take on the whole thing? I think AEW is basically competing with NXT.
Correct.
NXT is booming and global, and there's talks. Oh, now that they're hiring, now TV wants wrestling because every network is a copycat network. So now there's people wanting more wrestling on TV. So don't think it won't be long before NXT has a show. I predict. You heard it first, brother.
Do you think it would be a good idea for WWE to put NXT head-to-head with AEW? Is that the bullet in the chamber for them?
Well, I mean, years ago when I thought about it, and that was the same approach Vince had, in interviews. He's commented, why would you put your show right opposite my show? The rest of the week you could choose from. That's what I thought. Well, if I opened but if you look at how franchises and how big businesses work, anytime you see McDonald's, you look around, there's usually a Burger King or a Wendy's right next door, because then the consumer has to choose which one do you really want. So that, I mean, if you believe in your product, you put it right up against the guy. You know, instead of putting it at the far end of town, no, I'm coming in right next door, and we're going to compete for the money. And it makes everything sharper and everything better.
Agreed, 100%. You know, Triple H.
Brother, I'll throw in a brother there, and it gives it wrestling credibility.
Well,